Alright guys, we've got a wild Logan room. Working away. Don't know what he's doing, but he's pillaring out. Working on his tree. Let's hope he doesn't see us. Oh. He might see us there. Yes! Did I get him? Oh no! I killed him! Oh my god! I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I didn't realize that would kill him. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the episode of Afterlife SMP. This is episode number 7. And today is a little bit different. Before we start, as you can see, we have tower number 3 done. Wow, look at that. I actually tried to get this at sunrise, but as you can see, multiple failed attempts have gotten the sun to that point. So, let's just tour what we've done without the great view because it's now daytime and the good view's gone. So I'm really pleased because this tower went up extremely quickly, and it was probably my favorite to build so far. For some reason, this little guy right here took probably just as long as this one. I don't know why that is the case, but I either just totally screwed that one up, or I was just so in the zone when I built this that I just nailed it. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to think about because you'd think this would take the longest out of all of them, but no, I think it's taking the shortest. So let's just come on up here and look at this because I am really pleased, and we can go over sort of what's happened here. So there should be, at least. I haven't really went over it, so I'm not going to do that right now because if I am off with my counting, it's going to be really embarrassing. So there should be 10 floors, then we get this middle separation spot, which is going to be like a lookout, and then 10 more floors, and then the spires on the roof, which I thought was a pretty cool thing for the second tallest building that we're going to have here. This is number 4. It's going to be the 4th tallest, as we went over in last episode. We basically went over sort of what's going on when we built these 3 if you missed that. But this one I decided to do off camera because you guys don't want to see any more of these until we start doing something different, because right now we're really just doing the outline, and the outline isn't really all that interesting at this point. Sure, you know, they look really good and it's kind of relaxing to build, but I don't think that's something I really wanted to get on camera, so I just decided to build it off camera. It's just absolutely crazy tall, and this one right here is going to be even so much taller than that, which is incredible to think about. But what are we doing today? We're probably, okay, I say probably because I really don't know what I want to do. But there's just a few things we need to get worked out because I don't want to do anything too big and massive because, I'm just going to show it. Me, Dragonfrost, Logan and I were supposed to get that park done, but we didn't get it done during the time that we had, and now Dragonfrost is out of town for the week or more. It's actually a few days over the week, so really won't have time to work on this park until he gets back. That's next episode, which is confusing because I got this episode, the beginning part, recorded before I built any of these. So we recorded that quite a few days ago now, and then there's going to be like a 2-week gap in between, and then the other half of the park. So I'm just going to basically show it right now, because when you see it again, there's going to be a lot more done. So I feel as if that episode by itself will be okay. You know, it'll be okay if I show a little bit now, because there's going to be so much more done. Oh, hey, what? I'm so confused. Here I am talking about, what? I'm really confused right now. Alright, well, that messes me up in the head because I thought he was gone. Maybe he's gone tomorrow? I don't know. Oh, okay. There we go. Answer the question without me having to ask. He's home for a bit, so he thought he would look at the server, and then I assume he's gonna go. Alright. Cool. That's a great response. I'm such a loser. Okay. But we've gone over this little, I guess it's a road. It's not really a road. It's more just a trail. As you can see, it's really not much of anything. It has a lot of different types of blocks. As you can see, we've got the path block. We've just got normal grass. We've got some coarse dirt, gravel, and andesite, and there's buttons in places. The buttons are supposed to look like rocks, which I feel they do a great, tremendous job at. But I won't really talk about the rest of it because you're all going to see that in next episodes. So I'm just going to sort of go over what's been happening because last episode, the episodes that were done creating these were not uploaded, which meant I could not show these. And I gotta thank Zyro. The video that he did in which he created this, he did his best not to include that building in the background, and I'm so very thankful for that because I feel like it really, really deserved to be hidden until I release the episode. So shout out to Zyro for that. Happy 4th of July, Zyro Forever Alone. Dragonfrost actually did that a few days ago. He just thought it was gonna. It just is a funny thing. He's not being mean to Zyro here, guys. So don't freak out. This was just a joke. But yeah, I think Blonde Skunk can pretty much remove that because everybody knows now. He hasn't been on in a few days though. At least not that I've seen. It's probably been about a week since I've seen Blonde Skunk, and that's just because he's been really busy. He's not inactive, so don't worry about that. I don't think he got his upload out this week that he wanted to because of being so busy. But that's okay. Speaking of which, I just stopped there, like hesitated during my recording because I heard like explosions, and I was like really confused. And then I realized today's the 4th of July, which totally makes sense. Happy 4th of July to any Americans out there. Also, happy Canada Day, late Canada Day. I know I missed that by a few days, and actually I'm going to miss this by a few days too because I'm uploading this a couple days from now, which means it's not the 4th of July the time you're seeing this, so I apologize, but happy 4th of July anyways because why not? But yeah, this is Zyro Vaults. That right there, oh, I spoiled it. Shh, if you saw that, if you paused the video, good for you, but if you didn't, there's something going on there. I guess it's just going to be this small. What was that? Oh, Dragonfrost is down in Zyro Vaults. Okay. I was really confused when I heard that noise. This right here, I'm just going to toss that guy out, is going to be another little shop, and it is very, very small. I kind of hope everybody starts building bigger, because other than Zyro, I feel like I'm really out of place. I don't know why I decided to go so big for my first project, because these things are absolutely huge. And oh, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Nah, I'm sure he's doing good. Okay. Yeah, let's head on in here, because this is actually a really cool thing, and I'd like to go over it. So, down we go. We're into Zyro Vaults. As you can see, there's an ender chest. They went to the nether. I missed that event. Don't know if I talked about it last episode, but I was uploading, so my internet speeds wouldn't allow me to play. Water got annoying. Dragonfrost. Oh, that's good. Okay. He put that there so you don't have... Okay, because Zyro had it so you just swim out of it, and it was... It got him in. It was a little bit annoying. But this is really, really cool what Zyro did here, and I don't think that's supposed to be dirt. But that's dirt. So anyways, I thought it was like a Fallout thing, and that logo out there is Fallout related, but I didn't realize what this was. It's sort of like a bank. It's inspired by one of Seth Bling's design, and then Zyro just sort of took it and did whatever he wanted with it, because Zyro is a redstone genius, and he knows what he's doing. So basically, oh, that was a cool noise. But you have keys, and what you do is you put the key in the dropper and wait. Light goes out. Give it a few seconds. Here it comes, here it comes. Oh! This is my own personal chest. As you can see, I can store whatever I want. Actually, here, we'll just show this on camera, because why not? If I put an arrow in there and I send it back, it should give me my key back, which I don't think it did. Duke key. Oh, Duke key's in here now. Okay, so when I first used it, it shot out of the floor, but I guess that's a better use for this chest. So, Jay, Hutchie, Skunk, and Logan, none of these guys have touched it yet. So, shout out to me, Dragonfrost, White, and Zyro for actually using it. I'm just joking. It's okay that they don't. But yeah, if we put this back in here, and we wait for the minecart to come back, which it will in a few seconds. I don't know why, but I was like the second one to use it, so I thought my service would be fast, but it's actually just like, okay, that time it shot out. I am really confused. Okay, so apparently sometimes it shoots out, other times it doesn't. I don't know, but if we open this back up, we've got our arrows. So it's like a ender chest that's at spawn. So if we ever change hostings, which I don't know if I'm really allowed to talk what's going on over there right now, but if we were to, or for something else happened that sort of like deleted player data and my ender chest got wiped, that would be okay because there would still be this arrow in this minecart chest. Yeah, it's really valuable. And I could always just rename another key if that gets wiped. So let's head on out here because we've really talked about Zyro Vaults for a while. And there's multiple other things to do. It's nighttime. There's a bed. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, a lot of spawn here really needs a lot of work. And I know some people are probably like, guys, what are you doing? Why isn't spawn been worked on? But it has. It's just sort of a trouble time of the year because people are going on vacation. We've got, you know, Canada and the U.S. both celebrating Independence Days, meaning people are going to be gone, and it's a little bit slow. But that's okay, because Duke's here, and apparently Dragonfrost for 20 minutes, or whatever time he's going to be on tonight. So I'm going to take up as much work as I possibly can, because I'd like to help people out and actually get things done. Oh, I hiccuped and then I burped. But I'd like to contribute to spawn as much as possible because those were just sort of my own. And even though I am helping with the park here, I feel like there's a lot more I could do to help out the community and sort of keep it thriving during these downtimes of the server while we wait for people to come back from their trips and stuff. So I've got a lot to do for myself, and I've really kind of taken on the responsibility of keeping up everybody else. So we're going to probably think of something to do community-wise today. Sort of this, like, first half or 3/4. I don't know how long I've been recording, but I'd like to keep the majority of this, because a lot I've had to go over and talk about, which I haven't had time to talk about in other episodes. Because, like, last episode, it was just mainly building updates. But today's a lot more talking episode. I don't do these much, but I really kind of do like to talk. As a commentator, I guess it's sort of a thing you should be able to do is talk. And with my UHC season, or my UHC survival, that series being done with, I haven't had much time to talk for long periods of time, in which I just sort of spill out what I'm thinking about. So I feel like I've gotten a little bit worse, you know, but I'm just a little bit rusty. I'll get back into the groove, and we'll be able to talk for long points again, without having much of an issue. But, oh, I think that's Dragonfrost right here. Nope, it's not, but I don't know whose horse that is. But this is Logan's Log Shop on a different note, and I've already used it a few times. Got myself some spruce wood for the towers, which I desperately needed. So you basically put a single diamond in, and you can either get 6 over a stack of saplings or logs. The log, in my opinion, is a better deal. Sure, saplings in long term will pay out a lot better, but for convenience, I feel like I have to go with the logs every time. And it's a really small shop. It's very vertical, but it is very, very small. Like, the blueprint here is, what is it? It's 7 by 7. That's really small. And this one right here isn't going to be much bigger. Also, Blonde Skunk's building company is small as well. So I don't know if this is permanent. It could be permanent, and if it is, that's great, because I actually really do like how it looks. It's just small, so I don't want to go in and build what I thought I was going to be building in today's episode, Originally, what I thought was I was going to be doing my first commercial build today, but I realized it's way too big. It's very big. I guess that's sort of what I do, is I just build a lot bigger than, you know, everybody else, which is a blessing and a curse, because sure, it allows me to be seen, a lot of my projects to be seen, but that's also a bad thing, because at the beginning of the season, people really don't want a big build. Did I just say big build? Build big, until a little bit has sort of gone up. So I'm sorry guys if that made any viewers or members mad that I just went sort of all out here and build all out. If I went all out J here, I get that, and built 3 massives. Like, that thing right there is bigger than Zyrovolt's, and that's way bigger. And this thing's absolutely, like, ginormous. So yeah, I need to probably chill out on working on this for a while, so I'm probably in today's episode going to do a little bit of landscaping and terraforming. Not a ton, not enough to where I can say it's finished, but enough to where I sort of feel better, because I guess it was a bad idea to come over here. So if we look on the map, actually we can probably see it from like this far away because it's that obvious. It is very flat, and I know you guys know, and I know everybody else knows, that does not look good. And Jay brought it up like immediately after I started building it, and he definitely has a point here. It looks weird. It truly does look weird, the amount of open space I have just in there. So I need to figure out some sort of path to put in between here. Maybe I'll do the interior of this. I'm not doing a path because I don't know why I want to do that. That's White's spawn home. He's been there for like a week or so, so I assume he'll have the video out when he actually completes it by the time I upload this, because I'm not uploading this for a few days. So yeah, basically, I'm sort of rambling right now, and I need to go get some work done, because it's weird for Duke not to have a lot to build done in an episode, or something like a lot done. You know, I expect progress, you expect progress, everybody expects some progress. So progress is gonna be done. I'm gonna come back here when I have either a little bit of a path or something similar, because, and when I say a path, I just mean up here. I don't mean from there to here, because that's far in the future. There's a lot of things in here that are sort of not relatively close, and I'm gonna move this stuff because it's sort of in the way. Might move that, don't really know, but I'm gonna do some things, and I'll see you guys then. Okay guys, so you're probably not seeing anything done up here. Yes, there's nothing done up here, but if we just look over the edge, we can see work has been done. I decided that the little river down here is what we're gonna really do today. So originally I thought we're gonna landscape a whole bunch of stuff up here, but I realized I need to get the glass done before I even consider doing that, because it would look kind of weird if I just start building like trees and stuff and there's just empty building right here. It would sort of look like it's abandoned, overgrown, and that's not what I'm going for. You know, once I put the windows in, then I can put the trees and the shrubs and the bushes and the grass and flowers and ponds and lakes and whatever other thing. Anything else I want to put up here, I can. But that's once the buildings actually look alive and like there's actually something going on here. So I just went ahead and put in a little bit of a river around. Let's just jump down here to show it off a little bit more. So just from a normal view, if you're not really looking at it too much, it looks normal. It looks like, you know, just a normal river with a waterfall there. That's honestly okay. That little waterfall right there, I know it doesn't look too crazy good, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna landscape around it eventually, along with the walls. That's not today's episode, but that'll be an episode soon enough, in which we'll do that. Which I might actually just do it between episodes at some point. I'm not saying it'll be done before next, but at some point I want to do that. it really needs done, and it'll make things look a lot better. But I'd like to try to get some sand going for some glass before we even start that. So back to the topic of the river. You're not probably noticing it, but this is level 63, and normal water spawns 62. So I didn't dig it out. I just made it a little bit higher up, which allows for a lot more natural of a shape. Also, it allows for these really cool little waterfalls, which if I come on, it actually looks more like rapids than waterfalls because they're not steep. They're just sort of gentle little slopes down to the next level, which I really like. I've seen it in a few mod packs where it has this sort of thing, and boy oh boy does it look good. So again, something similar right here, but this is totally different. This is just where water goes down, and you guys probably think it looks really crazy, which it does. Yes, it does. It does look really crazy. But I was digging, and there was a little bit of like an underground lake here, so I thought, hey, you know, why not sort of give that a purpose, and we're just gonna have water flow down into it. I don't know if eventually I'm gonna carve this out and make it look like a real lake, because if there's this much water flowing into it, you'd think it would be a little bit more to that little area than just what it is right there. But I think it's cool. I've never seen this sort of thing done before, unless it's a mistake in Minecraft's actual generation. So I decided, you know, why not? Try something new. Try something different. People like that kind of stuff, you know? When people just stick with the classic same stuff that everybody does, it gets annoying. But when you spice it up, add a little bit of something that's unique, it can really turn out well. And I hope you guys like that as much as I do, because I really like how that turned out. But I don't know if everybody else is. And then another little waterfall here, little rapids. It's a wider one. But it all sort of flows back in the spot, and then this is where the normal river picks up again. If you weren't familiar, this really just stopped about right here. So I made this all the way over to that other rapids over on the other side. I had to, you know, sort of fill that in with water. It didn't take too long, but I did shape it a little bit better because there are a few spots that didn't look right. That does look a little bit weird, but that's just how it was, actually. I didn't mess with that at all, so that's pretty natural. That is natural Minecraft generation, that little rectangular area right there. Also, again, that wasn't me. But over on the map, over in that direction, which I can't go over to and show you, it looks stellar, but something's been built over there, and I can't say what unless that episode gets released. It's not mine, I know who it is, and I don't think he would enjoy me showing it, so I'm going to try to stay over here. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to landscape this. I'm just going to hold it here because I realized the first bit of this episode was like 18 minutes long, and this is probably about 4 minutes of recording I'm doing right now, and I really don't want my episodes to get to 30. So I'm going to do this off camera. I'm just going to go ahead and landscape this entire little river part, and I'll be back. And I know you guys are probably wanting some building on camera or some time-lapse or whatever, because I just haven't done that in the series yet. And I know, I'm going to get that figured out at some point. But for now, in this sort of early stage, it just feels sort of nice to just be able to work and then come back and show you what I've done. But, you know, when this project is near completion and episodes are, you know, a lot less progress is being done per episode, then that's when time lapses and building on camera can start. Because I love talking on camera. I love talking to you guys, even if, you know, I don't get that much response. You know, it's just practice for me. So I'll be better at it in the future. And I hope that's reasonable. I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from there. But anyways, I will do that, and I'll be back. Okay, guys. Well, I have started. I didn't get finished. It is going down in the day of Minecraft. However, I've sort of run out of time to be recording this episode, so to make sure I get this out on time, I can't actually keep going this episode. So I'm not going to get the entire thing done. This entire thing is not done. There's a lot more that needs to be done. And I hope just this brief little preview, this is probably like the most finished part right in here. But I need a lot more trees. I need more bushes, more flowers, more sugarcane. The sugarcane needs to grow. There's a lot more color variety I need in here. Some more nice lighting to sort of put it all into place. But I really enjoy what I have done so far. And if we come on over, I think this is probably the best view I found, was just like right down in here. This feels nice. I like this. There's a lot in the back there that needs to be done, but the sort of middle ground, I guess, is really just nailing it. Like right here, the foreground, I guess, you know, where a lot of the lake is and this leftmost tree, sort of do look a little bit weird. You know, it's barren. I don't like that. And the back is very barren. We need to fix that. We will fix that eventually, but the sort of middle ground right in here is just, oh, it's going to be sunset. That's going to be perfect for a nice little screenshot in here. But I really like how this turned out. There's going to be more done before next episode. I know for a fact I will work on this more before next episode. It would just feel wrong for me not to do a little bit of something. So that's what we're going to do. But this is a nice little screenshot. We're starting to get some nice lighting. We don't have any of those colors up here, which is a shame. But look, it looks really good. Sure, there's a lot more work that needs to be done, but I'm pretty pleased with what we've done today's episode, getting that tower up and this started. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, because that means you're liking what I'm doing, and apparently that spider really likes that house. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's always more Afterlife content coming out. But I need to go record something else. So that's the end for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Duke. Goodbye.